Thank you, Madam Clerk. Let's go to public comment.
All right, if you are here in the public gallery and you'd like to provide public comment to the Board of Supervisors, now's your opportunity to line up on your right-hand side of the chamber. You are able today to speak to the mayoral appearance, the minutes as presented, items 23 through 32, the items up for adoption without committee reference, and other agenda content that, I should say general matters that are not on the agenda, but have to be within the board's subject matter jurisdiction. But all other agenda content has already been reported out by a board committee where it has had public comment. We are setting the timer for 2 minutes. I do apologize if I'm interrupting anyone, and I will invite the first speaker. Welcome.
Thank you so much. This is Commissioner Hakimi. I'm here on item number 24. I want to recognize that we're on the unceded ancestral homeland of the Ramaytush Ohlone and original people, inhabitants of the San Francisco Peninsula. Please bear with me. I'm going to be a little emotional as I go through this item. I want to start by thanking Supervisor Darcy and your team. Without your support, we would have not been here today, so I sincerely and personally thank you so much. And I want to also thank the sponsoring supervisors, President Mandelman, Supervisor Chen, Walton, and Wong. I stand here today full of complicated emotions as a proud Iranian American resident of the most significant city, or magnificent city on earth, San Francisco. I stand in gratitude and appreciation of each and every one of you for considering this resolution at a very complicated moment, not just for the Iranian community, but also as all of us as American community or American people. A year ago, when I started to work on engaging the City Hall on a conversation about the dedication of month of March as the Iranian American Heritage Month, I never imagined that I'd be standing in this chamber in celebration of such a monumental moment for our community, combined with such a monumental moment of sorrow and agony as the Iranian American community. And yet I stand in front of you humble and grateful on behalf of a community that has been part of the fabric of this country and city for the last 4 decades. A community that understands the responsibility of carrying a proud ancient heritage in harmony with civic and social responsibilities in the county and city we call home. This declaration is not only for our community as a formality, but also recognition and hope that we finally belong in the history of the city we proudly call home.
Thank you for your comments, and welcome back to the chamber, Supervisor Safai. But before I'll ask you to begin.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, Mr. President, and members of the board here. I want to first thank Supervisor Dorsey for sponsoring this resolution about Iranian American Heritage Month the first time. I want to specifically thank Massa and all of the wonderful women behind her and her community. Her mom is here with her today. I want to also want to recognize also the hard work of Mahanis on Supervisor Dorsey's staff for putting this together. As she said, couldn't imagine the pain and suffering that the community would be feeling right now around the world, particularly during this month of Ramadan, when people are supposed to be spiritual introspection, fasting, and recognizing all of the transgressions of the past year. We're coming upon the most important month in the Persian culture. Iranian American culture is the Nowruz, or the New Year. So it's going to be an extremely difficult time for everything that's going on and all the people that are suffering. But I know, as Manos and I were talking earlier, it's not just Iranians that are suffering around the world. It's immigrants coming from Central America and all over the world. It's Palestinians, it's Sudanese, it's Muslims, it's Jews, it's Christians. It's everyone right now suffering at the hands, unfortunately, of this country. And it's okay to be proud American, but also be critical of the transgression of this country. On the first day of this so-called war, a school of 150 children were killed. And so there are no winners in war. But I wanted to come here today specifically to support the community, support this resolution, and what it means for Iranian Americans right now during this time of pain and suffering. So thank you, members of the board. I hope you all, I know there's 5 sponsors, I hope you all will unanimously sign on to this. I know it's symbolic, but it's extremely important for this chamber and this board and this body to support this at this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your comments. I will just say before the next speaker, we do have a board rule in the chamber where there are no sounds that are audible to the board, whether you support or disagree. But thank you. I know it's a celebratory moment to have the supervisor here and to speak of these very important issues. All right, so we'll welcome our next speaker.
Hi, my name is Roshi Aga. As an Iranian American community member, I'm here to thank Supervisor Matt Dorsey and his team for sponsoring the Iranian American Heritage Month recognition. I arrived in San Francisco in September of 1977 as a 17-year-old student to go to school. And 50 years later almost, I'm flabbergasted that we're getting this recognition here. Thank you so much for all your work. Thank you, Mahnaz, for all your help. And Massa, when Massa approached me a couple of years ago with this idea, I said, sign me up. I'm here to help. And again, thank you so much to the board and especially Supervisor Matt Dorsey. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Just remind you to hold your applause. If you do absolutely need to show support, just wave your hands like that. The board members will see you. Welcome to the next speaker.
Good afternoon. My name is Pune Ghaffarian, and I'm a resident of District 6, and I am a proud San Franciscan. Most Americans have an immigration story, and mine began in 1960, not that I came. My uncle came here in San Francisco in 1960, which made me have a blissful path to being a resident of this city. So I'm here in support of item 24, and I want to thank Masa Hakimi and everyone else that has worked hard to bring this to this day for a vote. So I would like to thank you guys for doing that, and also thank this city for always being a voice for those that don't have voice elsewhere, especially at this very emotional moment for all Iranian Americans. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
Who moved here during school to San Francisco specifically and then have stayed here. It's hard to find housing that is affordable. I want to stay where I live, but if for whatever reason social housing goes away and our prices continue to increase, that would make it so much harder. So I'm asking all of you, I am asking my supervisor, Bilal Mahmoud, to make sure you oppose the repealing of Prop I.
Thank you for your comments. Welcome to the next speaker.
Good afternoon. My name is Ala Ibtikar. I'm an artist and someone who's born and raised here in the Bay Area. Speaking to item 24, I just wanted to express my gratitude for this being considered. This kind of formal recognition means a lot for my community. So thank you, especially during this time. Thanks.
Thank you for your comments.
Madam Clerk, please call item 24.
Item 24, this is a resolution to recognize the month of March 2026 as Iranian American Heritage Month in the city and county of San Francisco.
Supervisor Dorsey.
Okay. Thank you, President Mandelman. Colleagues, I am today asking you to join me in supporting a resolution recognizing the month of March as Iranian American Heritage Month. And I do want to express my appreciation to colleagues for your co-sponsorship. I think we have run the table, and I think that's really an important statement for the community. Our city is home to a thriving Iranian American community, which includes small business owners, entrepreneurs, doctors, engineers, lawyers, educators, and some remarkable public servants, one of whom we heard from in public comment, our friend and former colleague, former Supervisor Asher Safai. Together, these are San Franciscans who have shaped and blessed our city in numberless ways that deserve to be named and honored. This resolution does that, but I also want to acknowledge the moment we are in. The Iranian American community, like so many diaspora communities in the city, carries a complicated relationship with the country of their heritage, love and grief, anger and hope, often all at once. Events happening far away have a way of landing very close to home, as we heard in public comment. And in moments like these, it matters more than ever what this board does. It matters that San Francisco and San Franciscans are able to say unequivocally, you belong here. Your culture is valued and your contributions are celebrated, regardless of the headlines. I also want to acknowledge my legislative aide, Mahana Sibati, who drafted this resolution and who has worked closely with members of the community to help bring it forward. San Francisco is at its best when we make space for the rich diversity of all who call our city home, and when we join hands in celebrating the unique cultural blessings of communities like the Iranian American community, which contribute so much to making us who we are. I urge your support.
Thank you, Supervisor Dorsey. With that, I believe we can take this item, same house, same call. Without objection, the resolution is adopted.